Hello and welcome. Welcome to Leading Ladies, Leaving Legacies. I am Joy Ruffin. I am your host. I work as a signature style specialist, a style and leadership coach. I like to say that I'm a very spirited, seasoned stylist, and women hire me to amp up their wow factor. And any and everything that's involved with us as women, head to toe, top to bottom, hair to shoes, we discuss in my workshops. But today, my assignment is to bring you a leading lady who's going to share with you information about her work and what she does. And oh my goodness, Kellie is our guest, our featured guest speaker. And she has so much of a humongous, wonderful background. And I just want to share with you a little bit about Kellie. Kellie is an internationally recognized television host and speaker with over 22,000 hours of live TV promoting. Can you believe that? And billions of dollars in sales. So she knows her business. She's here to share information and knowledge and wisdom with you about what she does so that you can get the benefits of what we're all about in different ways, about anti-aging, staying youthful, not forever young, but youthful, so that we can be the best of who we're here to be. So without further ado, Kellie's going to be speaking for about 15 to 20 minutes. And then at the end, she will share with you something that she's offering you, and your assignment after that is to introduce yourself, your name, the work that you do, how you serve others, and how that work benefits others, and put all of your information in the chat so that we can all be connected. I am a connector, and I love to see women soar, to rise, to let nothing put us back down. We have been subjected and subjugated so long now and depersonalized. Now it's time for us to stand in our power, our greatness, our beauty, and our strength. And that's what we're about. So without further ado, I want to say, Kellie, the stage is yours. Let me remove the pen and bring you in so that you can chat with us. There you are. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Thank you for being here. The stage is yours.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you for allowing me to be on your platform to share some amazing information with ladies all over the world. And I'm so happy to be here with you who are tuning in online, live on Facebook and elsewhere around the world. Okay. So the rest is up to me, right, Joy? All right.
The rest is up to you, but you take your time and deliver, because what you're going to be sharing is monumental for all of us, no matter how advanced or knowing that we feel that we might be. And I just love the work that you're doing, because you're all about being youthful and energized and at your best. And this is why we're waiting to hear whatever information you'd like to share with us.
Thank you. Thank you. You know, the other day I got to thinking how important it was to truly be the best version of yourself, no matter what age you are. And I also got to thinking, because as a professional, I spent a lot of time on LinkedIn. I work with a lot of business women. Whether you are in business for yourself or working for someone else or working from your home, being the best version of you, looking and feeling fabulous, is really an important part of you being successful, because unfortunately, and it is true, at the end of the day, you are judged by your appearance. You're judged in how you look. And there is this attitude, this thing about you have to be younger and you got to be young people in order to, those are the ones that are going to get ahead and succeed. Well, I am here to say that I beg to differ, because as we get older, we get wiser, we get more wonderful and more amazing. And we have a sense of knowing and a level of consciousness that the young ones just don't have. Now, I'm not saying that it can't be one and be successful at all. That's not what I'm saying. What I am saying is, all of us as women, our job is for us to take care of ourselves first from the inside out and let the beauty bloom. And that's why I'm here today to talk to you about what I like to call my 5 biggest tips, most important tips, easy tips in order to be the best version of you from the inside out. And this is what I call my reverse aging success strategy. Because, there's, how do I say this? I don't think there's anything wrong with looking younger, if that's what you want. I don't think there's anything wrong with getting rid of lines and wrinkles.
Find this stupid email and
if that's
excuse me, hold on just a second. Somebody has their mic on. Sonia, welcome. Good to see you here, but you have to close your mic. Thank you, love.
Thank you. Okay, sorry, I got a little confused there. I just think that as women, for us to look in the mirror and love what we see and gain confidence in that, if that means tighter, firmer skin, if that means whiter teeth or a sparkle in our eye, then so be it. And that's why I'm here today to talk to you about my 5 reverse aging success tips that are easy to implement and really require no effort. And I'm going to start off with tip number 1, and that is 60 is the new 39. Now, you're probably thinking, what is that? Okay, so let me break this down to you. I would like you to imagine with me 2 ladies, all right? And there's lady number 1, first time you look at her at first blush, you look at her, and obviously, mostly you will look at her face because that's what people do when they meet you. They look at your face. They want to see who you are. And when you look at lady number 1, her skin is kind of sun damaged. It's got blotches on it. Her skin is a little bit saggy, a little discolored. And then when you look at her, you kind of notice that there's no sparkle in her eye. And when she smiles, her teeth are dull and dark. And then you see her move, and she moves a little slow, and she just looks sad. It's like she's putting off this energy, this vibration that, you know, she's unhappy. But along with that comes a perception of looking at this woman and imagining that here's this gal that, gosh, she looks she's got to be at least 50, 55. But the fact of the matter is she's not. She's really only 40 to 45. The problem is her lifestyle choices, all of these things are showing up on her face and on her body. Now, conversely, you've got gal number 2, and you look at her, and the first thing you see, of course, is her face, because that's what men and women do when we meet someone. We go straight to their face to see what they're all about. And the first thing you see is just bright, beautiful, smooth, flawless looking skin. And then when she smiles, she's got this bright, beautiful white teeth, and her eyes are full of sparkle. And when she starts to walk, she walks with a purpose, and she walks with confidence. And you say, dang, I like that woman. Dang, man, gosh, I wonder how old she is. She must be at least, she's got to be what, 50, 55? But the reality is that woman is 75. Now, I know this to be true because that younger woman that I was sharing with you, that was me. That was me when I was 40, 45. And this woman who is 75 that looks 50, that's my cousin Wendy. And the reason why I'm sharing this with you is that you look at like with me, you look at the transformation with my cousin Wendy. The only thing that they got going for them now, or why they've been able to make this transformation, is because they believe that it is possible. In order to expect change in your life, and even when it comes down to reverse aging and looking younger, looking like the younger version of yourself, you've got to believe that it is possible. Now, I am also here to say to you that there's not many ladies out there, 75-year-old ladies, who you're going to find that can make that transition, but it all starts with you. And that is tip number 1. Tip number 1 is you must believe that reverse aging is possible, that it is possible to stop the aging clock, stop it, and at least reverse damage, as well as keep aging at bay. And everything that I talk about, everything that I teach my clients does just that. Everything is science-based. Everything that I teach my clients and what I use on myself is the information that I'm sharing with you today. So let's go on to tip number 2, and that is collagen loss. Well, it's not the tip, but here's the topic. Collagen loss is the root to all evil. Okay, let me explain what that means. One day I woke up, I was 45 years old, and I went and I looked in the mirror and I went, what the heck happened? My skin was saggy and dropped. I had crepey skin on my cheeks. I had crepey skin on my arms. I had crepey skin on my legs. And I just looked in the mirror and I thought, well, okay, well, this is getting older, and this is, I guess, just what it's meant to be. And I'm just stuck with this. So I lived like that for a long time until one day I said, to heck with that. I'm not, look, that's what we women do, right? We get mad enough sometimes and we decide we're going to change this and we're going to make things better and different. So I did. I researched everything there was to learn about collagen and how important it is in your body. And I'm a firm believer that once you know the importance of collagen, you will have newfound respect for having more collagen in your body. I'm going to quickly tell you what collagen does. Collagen is necessary for a healthy pregnancy, necessary for the mother-fetal connection. Collagen is in every part of your body. It's in your cheekbones, it's in your teeth, it's in your fingernails, it's in your heart, it's in your blood vessels, it's in your bones. Collagen. And especially when it comes down to your skin, it is collagen that gives strength to your skin, that keeps it firm and plump. And it's the collagen that knits everything together inside your body. But here's the problem. Not only do we as adults slow down in our collagen production once we hit 25, 30, but the lifestyle choices that we have chosen, from martinis and molten lava cakes and McDonald's, all of these things that we're eating, and pollution in the air, all right, is chewing through our collagen faster than our body can replace it. But I have good news for you, all right? And this is my tip number 2. You need, let me take that back. I don't like to say you need to do anything, because you really don't, but in this case, you really do. I'm going to tell you, you do. If you want to increase the collagen in your skin, if you want to look 10 years younger, if you want to avoid injections, then collagen boosting foods is one of the safest and natural way for you to boost collagen in your body naturally. And all of this is backed by science. Now, I have a YouTube video on collagen boosting foods to increase collagen. It gives you an entire list. So rather than spend 15 minutes talking about all of the foods, you can just tune into that video, or you can ask me a question at the end, and I'm going to give you a lot of information on that. Next, you got to move to groove, movement. All right, this is my 3rd tip for growing younger every day, looking 10 to 20 years younger and reversing the aging process, not only in skin, but also in the health of your body. All right, how many of you, raise your hand, have ever exercised and gotten results? Have you seen changes in your body? Yay, joy. All right. Well, for me, when I first started working out, I really never saw a lot of change. I didn't. And so that's why I was not consistent with my exercise. So I'm here to say to you, what would it feel, what would you say if I could tell you that you could work out for a fraction of the time and yet get up to 5 times greater results than you were from regular exercising? Raise your hand if you'd like that. 5 times greater, burn more fat, burn belly fat. Absolutely. Turn back the appearance of skin aging by as much as 25%. Absolutely. You can do that. It's called a microburst. Now, to get right to the point, and one of the most effective microbursts there are, and I'm going to take a step back first. A microburst is a short period of exertion. It's not about the length of time, but it's about the intensity. And a microburst could be considered anything from dancing in your living room to doing jumping jacks, to doing sprints, heck, even vacuuming the floor. But the key is, and science has proven, that anywhere from a 4-second microburst, a 20-second microburst, and a 30-second microburst delivers very dramatic improvements in your overall health and wellness, and the reversal of skin aging on your body, not to mention rapid fat loss, increased human growth hormone. And in fact, 1 30-second microburst has been proven to increase human growth hormone up to 353% for 2 hours. And what that means to you in terms of reverse aging, increase in metabolism, increase again in your human growth hormone, you will have a lowering of blood sugar, an increase in mitochondria, and that happens to be the powerhouses of your cells and powerhouses of your body. All right, I'm going to have to keep moving. Is this a lot of information? Yes, I'm trying to get this in 20 minutes, and you will be able to ask me some questions at the end. So if I'm moving a little quickly, please forgive me, but I'll be able to take a little bit more time with your questions one-on-one. And the next is to take a breath. I'd like everyone right now, take a deep breath in and a deep breath out. Now, breathing has not one, but two purposes in your life. The first purpose, of course, is to provide oxygen to your body and to keep you alive. But the second purpose is that your lungs are the number one source of detoxification in your body, meaning the breath that you use to fill your lungs removes a tremendous amount of waste that your body produces. And the type of waste I'm talking about is oxidative stress. I know I'm getting a little geeky on you here, so I'm going to just break it down a little bit and say every time you eat food and your body processes that food, the cells in your body release waste, and that fills your body from the inside out. And that is one of the fastest ways to age your body, everything from your bones and your joints to your skin. So the more breathing, deep breathing that you can do with attentional focus and specific times throughout the day, 2 to 3 times a day, you are going to increase the detoxification of your body, which at the end of the day is going to stop, remove debris, remove toxins that are aging you slowly from the inside out, and give your body an opportunity to repair itself faster. And when it does that, that definitely 100% impacts the appearance of your skin, the appearance of your hair, your joints, your nails, so that you can be a happier, healthier, younger version of yourself. So how many of you have ever done deep breathing exercises? Okay, so I won't take a lot of time going into that for you, but I'll briefly just give a quick little mention. The whole purpose of deep breathing is to breathe into the lower lobes of your lungs. When you fill up your lungs from top to bottom and you hold that breath for at least 5 seconds and then release for 5 seconds, you are giving the greatest opportunity for the removal of waste from your lungs out through your breath when you release very slowly on the exit. So keep that in mind. If you have any questions on that, I'll be able to address that when we start talking about some questions. All righty. Last on the list of my top 5 tips to reverse aging, it's called your fabulous future. Now you might be saying, what does a fabulous future have to do with me being younger and looking and feeling fabulous and recapturing my life, my looks, and my youth? Well, do you remember when you were little, all the dreams that you used to have? You go to school, you'd be sitting in class and you'd have daydreams, you'd be looking out the window and you'd be thinking about tomorrow or thinking about a castle and flying horses, and you'd be thinking about flying carpets, or maybe even things that you wanted to do in the future. Your imagination is one of the most important tools that you can use to get what you want out of life. That comes back into believing that you are worthy to have a fabulous future. And if you don't believe that you are worthy, then that means that there are limiting beliefs that are getting in your way, that are preventing you from moving forward and getting the life that you want. Now, I teach my clients a very specific system that I use myself and that I use with my clients on how to not only identify a limiting belief, but how to get rid of that limiting belief and make sure that that limiting belief stays gone forever. And I teach my clients, I work with my clients how to identify replacement beliefs to ensure that that limiting belief does not come back. And again, we can talk about that later when it's Q&A time. But something else I want to bring up when it comes to your fabulous future, your imagination, as well as even having an imagination as we get older. I know for me, I've had a lot of ups and downs in life, like all of us. And I've been down a lot. As much as I've been up, I've been down. And I finally figured out that, well, I didn't even figure out, I always pull myself up again. I always got up. It might have taken me a while, but it got to a point where my pain of being in that place was, the pain of being where I was so hard. I had no choice but to make changes. And for me to make changes in my life and to move forward. And the fastest way I know for myself and my clients to move forward is a little exercise that I'd like to have you do with me right now, if you don't mind. If you have a pen and paper, I'd like you to do this. I'd like you to write down 3 things that you remember as a child that was a huge success for you, like a really big deal for you, like one of your big accomplishments. Like, here are some examples that I did. I was a flag custodian. I was a great mom to my dog. What else was a big success to me? I was on a swim team. I lost 80 pounds and I kept it off. I was married and I was divorced. Well, that was when I was an adult. But I'd like you to focus right now on when you were a child. And once you have that written down, I'd like you to write down now as an adult, how it makes you feel looking at that accomplishment. And the next thing I'd like you to do is write down 3 accomplishments that you have achieved as an adult. Things that make you proud, things that made your family proud. Yeah, and it could be big or small, big or small. You know, like for me, one of the biggest things I did as an adult, which was a huge achievement for me, is I jumped on a trampoline. And I'd never done that before. And I did that when I weighed 200 pounds. Thank you very much. And that was a big achievement for me to get on a trampoline at 200 pounds, but I did it. And as an adult, how do I feel as an older adult, 30 years later, how do I feel now? Thinking of that 25-year-old girl who was on a trampoline at 200 pounds, jumping up and down. I am so proud of her. So proud of that. Took a lot of courage and that took a lot of strength for her to do. Now, the reason I'm asking you to do this right now is because this is a confidence booster. Because the hardest thing to do, if you have been knocked down before, if you've tried so many things and they've never worked, is you just don't believe in it anymore. You don't believe that anything can work. You don't believe that anything will work for you. So why even try? What's the point? And that's why I do this exercise with my clients on day number 1, because I want them to see just how much they've done and how much they can be proud of. And then I make sure that they get up, everybody gets up and they do the happy dance. Now that's it for my 5 points, my 5 favorite super reverse aging success tips. And I'm just going to go over them again. Tip number 1 is 60 is the now 39, meaning you have to believe that it is possible to achieve these reserve aging goals, because if you don't believe it, you will never achieve it. Number 2, the root to all evil, collagen loss. What happens when you lose collagen? Oh, that's got to be my phone. I can't even find it. I'm so sorry. Hold on. Of course,
it happens to all of us.
I'm so sorry. Of course, it was spam. All right. So the next thing on the list is collagen loss. Why is collagen loss the root to all evil? Because it is inevitable. As we get older, we lose collagen. It causes hollows in our cheeks. It causes lines and wrinkles. It removes all of the strength from our skin, and that's what makes our skin sag. It causes crepey skin, makes our bones brittle. It makes our eyesight worse. That's why I call collagen the root to all evil. What's the solution? Collagen boosting foods. There is a cornucopia of collagen boosting foods that have been proven by science to trigger your body to make collagen, and it works. I am a filler-free girl. I have been eating collagen boosting foods since, when did I start that? 2013. Plain and simple. I'm here to say to you, they work. They work. Continuing, next, got to move to groove. It is all about microbursts. And what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to read some facts to you off of my little cheat sheet here. 5 times more fat, and you can burn up to 10 pounds in just 54 minutes. Triple your metabolism. Burn more belly fat in less time. Deeper sleeps, less stress, no dieting. Does that sound good to you? Excellent. All it takes is a 20 to a 30-second movement. jogging, jumping jacks, jumping rope, dancing, scrubbing the floors. That's a microburst. Now I have an entire series of microbursts, and it's a lot, definitely, it goes a little bit deeper into just one 20 or 30-second movement. But that is something that I teach my clients, and we can talk about that a little bit later when it's Q&A time. Next on the list is taking a breath. Deep breathing exercises. When you breathe in through your nose, breathe in through your nose to the count of 5, hold for the count of 5, breathe out to the count of 5, leads to greater detoxification of your body, which leads to a healthier, younger version of you. Less achy joints, better looking skin, and way more energy. And then last but not least, a fabulous future. Having something to look forward to gives you the juice. I know it does for me. Every day I think about what I'm going to be doing. I always think about what my fabulous future is going to look like. And I take my clients on a journey, on a beautiful meditation about what their fabulous future looks like. And I ask them to dream or think about it in Technicolor, the colors of the sky, the walls around them. What does it smell like? Who's in the room with them? Is there music? Is there a breeze? Is there air? Because science tells us that when you start thinking and imagining in Technicolor, you're about 42% more likely to achieve your goals than if you don't. And the same thing goes true with writing as well. Anyway, that is it for our fabulous future, and that is it for my recap. And on that note, Joy, I turn it over to you.
Start off with questions. Let's overload Kellie with questions, because the work that she's doing is monumental for all of us, no matter how exceptional and amazing we are. So I have a question for you to start off. I'd like to hear a little bit more from you, Kellie, about the micro bursts, the intensity and how you explain that. Just a wee bit more, because I'm definitely going to look into it. But what else can you share with us? And also, Kellie, did you put in the chat your link where you're offering the complimentary consultation?
No, I did not.
Okay, we'll do that before. Okay, I mean after this is over, but for now,
maybe you can do it for me, because it's. Can you?
I will put it in for you.
That would be great, because I gotta,
I understand. Just start off with that
All
question, and then we'll go in order.
Okay, so microbursts will be your best friend. You will spend less time working out and have more times, doing things that you want to do. Spend time with your family, get more work done. But the key thing is, with the microburst, you will burn more calories. You will release human growth hormone. You don't have to take any pills or drugs, simply by moving as fast as you can, more than you have ever done. And let me explain that. So you can walk fast, or you can jog, or you can run. Okay, but when it comes down to a microburst, you have to go all out 100%, so that when you're done with the burst, which is whether it's 20 seconds, 30 seconds, and even you can even do a 15-second burst. You can do a 4-second burst, but optimal length of time, where all of the studies have been done, which was done at McMaster University out of Montreal. These studies took place in the late 80s, early 90s, if I'm not mistaken. And they've done 12-week studies on women who went through the program without dieting. All they did was add a microburst routine into their life, into the 12 weeks, and they had extremely dramatic changes, including increased human growth hormone, more fat loss, more energy, better sleep, less anxiety. And the key thing about the microburst, about exercising with the microburst, because of the human growth hormone, it's a direct correlation to skin tightness, firmness, and smoothness.
Kellie, that helps a lot. I might have missed something. Is it a pill, or is it a supplement, a liquid, or
nothing? Nada, baby. I'm a pill-free kind of gal. No. So, okay. If I could get a can you do a jumping jack?
Oh, yes, of course.
You got to do it. A microburst is nothing.
Oh, now I received it. I know exactly what it is now. I thought you were talking about some type of supplement or a pill or liquid or something, but I get it exactly. Receive. Wonderful. Okay. Wonderful.
And so here is the routine that I do. Like I've been doing these, I'll tell you a funny story. The first time I discovered a microburst would have been in it would have been in I would say 1999 on a magazine, like a grocery store magazine. And it was like, burn more fat, 30 minutes a week is all it takes, and you're going to lose this much. And so I started doing the research on it. And that's where I find the studies, the clinical studies. This is the real deal. A microburst.
I have it. I have it. You don't have to go any further. I get it. I thought it was something totally different, but that's okay. Sonia, do you have any questions for Kellie at all about any of the things that she talked about today? I know that you're big into skincare and all of that.
Exactly. And Kellie, I am so glad that you spoke on collagen, because I'm a firm believer in really teaching about that and with regards to the skin. And maybe you can help the ladies understand really what foods are beneficial for them, as well as how, even if they're not able to get the foods, but what collagen peptides, and especially with the different peptides that are needed for them to reboost and to revitalize your skin.
All right. So when it comes down to skin, there's two things that you need to do. And specifically, we'll talk about collagen right now. So for collagen boosting foods, there are key elements that you need. You need to have a collagen food. You need to eat a collagen food, and that would be something like, that would be a bone broth. That would be eggs as a collagen food. I would recommend that you eat the skin of salmon. Salmon is a collagen food as well. These are what you call collagen foods, because you need the amino acids that are found in these elements. And the key amino acids to make collagen is proline, glycine, hydroxyproline, and some people say lysine, but I say arginine. So there are 4 main amino acids that you need. You also need 4 nutritional components to trigger collagen synthesis. So you need vitamin C, you need zinc, you need sulfur, and you also need magnesium. So for example, if your diet is composed of nothing but fruits and vegetables, but you lack a collagen product with the necessary amino acids in abundance, you will not be effective at making collagen. If you eat, let's say you're having the skin, so when I cook a salmon fillet, I eat the salmon and then take the skin aside and I fry it up and I put it in a salad, because that is pure collagen, just like eggs are pure collagen food. You have to, if you don't add vitamin C to that, you will not have collagen synthesis. So once you know the breakdown of the nutrition that you need, and as long as you eat a variety of collagen boosting foods, which would include collagen foods, which I've just mentioned, high protein foods. High protein foods would be things like turkey. And I go into this in the YouTube video, it's pretty straightforward, but high protein foods, lean meats, dairy, leafy greens, you need fruits and vegetables. You got to eat the color of the rainbow. The reason I say the color of the rainbow is because it's the colorful fruits and vegetables that contain not only antioxidants, but the necessary phytochemicals. And these phytochemicals are, how shall I say this? Phytochemicals can only be found in plants. And a phytochemical is a defense mechanism for a plant that defends the plant from predators, such as animals, and or any type of disease or fungus. It's only now that nutritionists and science are digging into phytochemicals and phytonutrients and how they relate to the body. But the key thing is they are absolutely quintessential for overall health of the skin, and many of them necessary to build collagen as well on its own. So that's something.
That was a lot. Good. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate that. Nicole, is there anything that you have a question about all of this yummy information that Kellie gave us? Any questions, any concerns whatsoever? This is your girl.
None really. I wanted to, I guess, hear more on the detox aspect, because, when it takes place inside, it also happens outside, right? So how do we work with those changes? How do you see that happening?
I'm not following you there. You say it happens on the inside and then it happens on the outside. What does that mean to you?
Yeah, so the changes that you make, like I know that you're talking about it's just happening in the breathing, right? It's the breathing, releasing those detoxins from
Yes.
the lungs,
Yes.
that the body itself produces.
Yes.
Um,
Yes.
I think that because of the things that we do, like the foods and all these other things that we do that could produce that in our bodies, when that changes inside, things also begin to change outside.
So
Right.
if you can't get rid of there's couple things that go on. So with oxidative stress, it's just like this toxic sludge that's living in your blood.
Mm.
When that happens, that it's really like the ultimate source of inflammation. I mean, it's inflammation on steroids, as I like to call it. And inflammation, there is a reason they call it inflammaging. Inflammation is a silent killer. And what inflammation of your body, inflammation to age you, it basically, the toxic substance go on and attack cells, and then they break the membranes around the cells, and the cells are destroyed. And this is how the body slowly but surely breaks down. So you'll find that the physical body starts to deteriorate. You have more aches and pains. You might develop arthritis. You might get psoriasis, believe it or not. So all of these are indicators of high inflammation in your body. High inflammation impacts your heart. High inflammation impacts your I was going to say collagen levels, cholesterol levels. The more you can lower inflammation in your body, and the way to do that, besides deep breathing, if you're interested, is giving up any type of processed foods, cutting down, no smoking, no alcohol, exercise your body, eating more fruits and vegetables with antioxidants, having beans, legumes. They play a very important role in reducing inflammation in the body. And when you do that, your body just starts feeling better. You wonder why you can't get out of bed in the morning. Your body aches and it hurts and you're stiff all the time. That is inflammation. Yeah. Now, conversely, inflammation is actually good. There's a certain type of inflammation, so let's say
Kellie,
yes.
Kellie, that the information is just spellbinding. It's so much and so good, and you're a fountain of information. I love you for that, but I want to wrap this up. Let me just share with you all of the things that you're sharing, that you just shared with us. They're so critical when it comes to aging, because sometimes we think, I never did, and you never did, I'm sure, think that you're going to live forever and you don't have to do much of anything, but you have to work to use and learn how to utilize this body. And that's what you're sharing with us. And I love you for it. I want to get to April and see if she has any questions, and then we're going to wrap up, and that will be it. So April, what questions do you have? I mean, Kellie is giving us a lot of good information, because no matter what generation you're in, this aging thing is definitely something we all want to be able to combat. So the stage is yours.
I don't have any particular questions, but I do want to say thank you for expounding on the collagen and the inflammation, because you've really given me some insight on some things that are going on in my body, that now I have at least I know how to focus my mind on minimizing or getting rid of. So thanks for going into those. That's all I wanted to say.
Well, that's plentiful, and thank you for that, because the bottom line, I'm coming to you, Kellie, is that the information you've given us is really absolutely astounding, and you're just packed with information. This is one of the reasons I love meeting and sharing time and space with you. This is wrap up, so you can end up with whatever you want to. I put your link in the chat box. I'm seeing that everyone has put their information there, and anything that you want to put in there, but just let me say that I love it when I meet women like you and all of the ladies here who are all about being extremely knowledgeable about what they do, and then sharing that information out with other women, because it's time for us to unite and connect. And this is one of the reasons I called you over a year ago, and here you are. So thank you. Anything that you want to leave us with, feel free to. I'm honored that you were able to share this time and space with us. And so back to you. The stage is yours.
Okay, two other things I want to leave, three things I want to leave you with. You can control the aging process. You can stop the aging process, and you can turn back the clock, and you can keep it at bay. Your body is resilient. And once you start the cleansing process, And once you start giving your body the proper nutrition that it needs, the proper tools that it needs, it will start replicating and it will get healthier and healthier and healthier. So I want you to know that it's never too late, no matter what age you are, your body will recover and you can move forward from a brand new space. That's the first thing. The second thing is, when it comes to collagen boosting foods, yes, but I encourage you to take collagen peptides or collagen protein. It is a fast way, a quick and easy way to get a lot of targeted amino acids that is going to deliver fast results. So if you go and where you'll get building of collagen. So if you go to my website and you look at some before and afters, you will see women who have taken my collagen product before and afters anywhere from 4 weeks to 12 weeks. So you can see the kind of results that people are getting. And the last thing I want to leave you with in terms of growing younger, the skin on your body and the skin on your face. You can correct lines and wrinkles. You can build collagen from the outside in. You need glycolic acid. A 10% glycolic acid has been clinically proven to increase collagen production underneath your skin, increase skin density. It is increase hydration and smooth the surface of your skin. So if you have any sunspots or discoloration, or it's a little bit loose and saggy, get yourself at least a 10% glycolic acid in a cream base, because it's going to give you fast, quick results. So when somebody says skincare doesn't work, you're just getting the wrong skincare. That's what I want to say. There are things out there that do work, and you don't have to be, be, how do I say this? Sort of like listen to somebody else talk about the next shiny nickel that doesn't work. Because I've lived my life. I mean, it's like, oh man, I'm tired of hearing that. So I want you to know that there really are things that work that you can get easily and effortlessly. And on that note, that's it.
Hey, Joy.
Yes.
Joy. I said I have to make you all laugh. See what you all don't realize? Collagen rich. I'm 95 years old and you all don't even realize it.
Good for you. Well, I'm 93, so you're older than I am. Let me say to you, Kelly, that I'm back to my draping thing here, but it's okay. I commend and I praise you because I love the work you're doing. One of the quotes that I often think about when I think of you and when we do connect and meet here and there, and this, I can never remember who said it, but you guys will let me know. Aging is inevitable, but growing old is optional. And that's why you and Sonia and all the other women who are here who are doing all this different work, we have to take care of our vessels. And you have given us many tips and tools and nuggets to be able to do that. So I'm commending you for being able to share all of this really powerful information with us that we all can utilize in different ways. So just let me say thank you for being here and thank you for sharing with us. And you are a brave soul, because no one knows except you and I and Patricia, who had to leave, how we all started out. So thank you again for being here. And ladies, may I say, as I always say, it's a pleasure when I see you here and you arrive, because we are all about being supportive of each other. And we can do that at different times, different places, but we no longer have the option to stay away from being supportive to someone else that we can be a guide and a messenger for, to make it a win-win for both. And I'm absolutely honored and grateful that each of you showed up here today. It's over. It's over. Let me say it's never over. It's never over. I'll see you again. And what I'm going to do is send to Kelly and Patricia, who didn't have information, to the clubhouse where my co-moderator, Sonia Loray, is here, and our loyal and faithful guest always arrives, April, the loveologist. I just love that, because don't we all love love? I will send you all the links so that you can connect with us there. In the meantime, you be and stay well. Take care of you first, as Kelly has shared with us, so that you can look after many, many others. And learning today that my co-moderator is 95 and I'm 93, no wonder we're together. Blessings to all of you. Much love and all the best. So long for now. Cheers. Thank you.
Love you, Joy.
Love you much. Love you, love you.